What's cracker-lacking, cuz? How's everyone today? I'm doing fabulous. Haven't gone home yet. I want to touch base on something. Okay. We kind of touched base on some of this already. So I have written here 1919. And that was a time, I believe. I have different timelines. I just saw 55. Depending on which path, right? We kind of went over this, right? Depending on the path, on which path you chose or choose, there is your divine partner. Oh. Depending on the path you choose, and that's all in caps. There is your partner. There is your tribe. Hence the path, aka timeline. With every choice, your path is laid out before you. Choose wisely. Will this benefit you? Is this good for your human/you? 1932. Hence, endless possibilities, parallel lives. Depending on the choices we make. 12/6/24, Friday. Go back in time, and so it began. And so it began. First edition. Okay, that's something else. All right, so I can't. Okay. That was something different. So we did talk a little bit about that before. Go back in time, right? So depending on, let me just say this. 233. Who gives a fuck, honestly, on what they are doing? This is a you versus you journey. This is a me versus me journey. And what I've been getting for the past couple of days, and I have reached out to somebody, I said, get a hold of me. And that's all I said. And this person hasn't gotten a hold of me. And all I keep hearing is, it went from many are called, few answer. In my instance, I have reached out to people over these past few years and extended offers. Few are called, yet no one answers. 333. I'm not to say too much about what it entails when you work with me. And I don't mean on a client basis. I mean work with me for what we're building. I'm not too concerned about if anyone comes upon my path because I have the Creator who guides my steps. And it's wunderbar. Wunderbar? It's wunderbar. So, we've chosen all these paths, and there's going to be more choices and paths laid out in front of us. Choose wisely. Just choose. At this point, and there goes the sun. At this point in the game, choose wisely. I just saw 444. Oh, yeah! My brother would make fun. My brother would make fun of me. Not about me being, he'd call me a chink. But, Japanese, actually. So. and he was a Mexican. He was, there comes the sun. Miss him. Anyway, so we have these paths, and we have choices to make, and things are going to be very apparent and clear to you. They should be anyway. But you have to pay attention and take heed. And don't worry. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you have all along, because it was all part of your plan, all of the ways, all of the paths chosen, 555. Here's another video I'm going to get into real quick. Another thing I had written down. And this was written on 12/8 Sunday. We weren't ready, with 3 exclamation points, right? It's like this. We know what's best for our kids and grandkids say. We are children of the Most High, Source, Creator. Source knows better than we do. When we were younger, it's like this. They were giving me when we were younger, were you ever like this? I was, as a teenager. I thought I knew it all. And I wanted to go live on my own. And, I just wasn't fucking know-it-all. Wanted to live on my own. Thought I knew it. I was an adult. Thought I knew what the fuck was going on at 15, 16, I was grown. Ugh. Children. Love them. When you were younger, did you think you knew it all, so to speak? I did. I thought and wanted to be on my own at a very young age. I mean, what did my mom know? She didn't know what it's like to be a teenager. Ha, 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 right. You know what I mean? She'd never been one. That's my mom. She's just been mom, right? You don't know what I'm going through. You have no idea what it's like. In this day and age, and being whatever day and age, we end up losing sight of that. So then we have children and we get mad at our, well, me not as necessarily. Well, I guess I did, but I try to express to people now, it's like, you expect so much from your children, but don't you remember when you were that age? And the fucking stupid mistakes you made? That's how you learn, We are no different to our Father, our Creator. We are mere babes, right? We're mere babes when it comes speaking to our Source, Creator, what we call God. Babes to the Source, to ourselves. We haven't gotten to the next step, phase. What have you? Yeah, because we weren't grown enough, matured enough for what is required of us for that next chapter. So I don't know about you, but all I can do is go on myself. God, I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on. What the heck? Just perhaps, 9/11, there's forces out there that know more than we do. Just perhaps there's something out there that knows the plan, that has designed it, that has laid it out. But there's something different about this time, and you feel it, and you know it, and it's not the same, and everybody's watching. I look at these ads, because ads come all over fucking Netflix now. And I'll tell you what, there sure is a lot of stories coming out about AI helpers in the home. And they go rogue, at least one, right? And then controls the masses, the rest of them. They've been doing this for years, talking about it. But if we stay in our own lane and do what we're supposed to do, what your calling is to do. I know what mine is. I can't even sit here and say and begin to even think, fathom, or know what yours is. It doesn't work that way with me. People get the misconception, well, you get energy and things are told to you. I don't go looking for it. It comes to me. I'm different that way. This is how I work. I'm not saying I'm better or worse. I'm not like that. I'm not explaining myself. Fuck you guys if you don't get it. And I mean that with love. Watching these ads and stuff. Have you ever seen that movie Idiocracy? I need to watch it again. We are fucking idiots. We are the idiocracy. They made that movie about us. Life is just a game, 11-11, sweetheart, right? Life is but a dream, sweetheart. And life is nothing but a game right now. It always kind of has been. Waking up. Just stay in your lane. Know you're protected. You don't need to watch your energy. Put up spells. Return to some. You can do whatever you want. But you know how far you've come when you get to a point where you're like, protected, part of my journey. If you got fuckery you want to send to me, please do. Because that's my part and my path. I was sent here for that. Why do I have to keep going through this, that, and the other thing? But don't you learn something new every time? And maybe, just maybe, has nothing to do that much with you, but with the people you're presented to. Did you ever think of that? No, because we can't get past the me phase, right? The narrow path, right? They talk about the narrow path. They talk about the awakening. They talk about coming home to yourself. They talk about, your consciousness and everything is an illusion. And it is. Insurance is fucked up. This is fucked up. That's fucked up. When everything is shut down, how are you going to wipe your ass? I was just thinking about that when I was taking a shower. I'm like, oh, fuck. When we have to take a shit, how are we going to wipe our ass? With leaves? Perhaps. Have you ever heard of, you know what you need to get rid of? You best do it yourself, because if God intercedes or whatever and it's removed from you, it's going to hurt a lot more than if you were to just walk away yourself. And those of you that get this will get it. Back to the basics. Back to the old ways. The land, living off earth. Gaia, why she's here. We're part of that earth. We're part of all that is. The rocks, the crawly, creepy, crawly things, the birds that fly. They live. Animals live. They just live. They just are. They just be. We're the ones who have to get all complicated and, let's go order some clothes because there's a name put. Idiots! Make your own clothes. Fuck, I don't know. No one's doing anything to you that you have not participated in, that you have not built with your own hands, so to speak. So when you're done crying and bitching and whining and you really want to get shit done before shit really goes on, it starts meow. Right meow. People want change, but they don't want to change themselves, but they want change. They want things to be different. They want to buy guns and they want to blow shit up and they want to kill people. Why? Do you realize the government and all of that only exists because we, the people, feed it. They're not doing anything to you. We've done it to ourselves. Duh. Hello? Well, I have to. Well, then we know where you're at. Stay there. The NPCs. You know, these family members, these friends, these people will be against you because you're not going to be on their side in the fuckery. They will probably choose money or whatever over your life. Why are you with these people? You love them? They throw you under the bus. They're Judases. But Judas played a part in this whole thing when Yeshua was walking around, wakening people. But they didn't get it either. They had no idea. Read some of the things Jesus said. They weren't getting it either. They were like vipers as well. And they turned their back on him. God, and they believed this shit. They believed that God came down and was in this man, the Son of God. But Jesus said we all were, right? And they turned their back on God. What the fuck? And you too will do the same. You too have. There's the essence, there's the spark, and then there's human. There's flesh and blood people. Synthetics, some of us. Well, some of them. I don't know. I don't know. I have all the working parts of a human, so they call me human, and my human is Sirena. She likes to be barefoot, except when it's fucking cold out. I'm hearing, I bring fire and I bring rain. It's a song, but it doesn't go that way, I'm sure, but that's all that's what I'm hearing. I bring fire and I bring rain. And a legion. I can't remember what Gabriel said. It's on my Instagram. It was a quote thing I made, and I know it was posted to my Instagram way long time ago, like probably 2 years ago, between June and August maybe. I'm not quite sure, but it was warm out, so it was during that time, I believe, 2022. The 6th year. The year of the cat, the kitty cat, the pussy cat. No, I'm not saying the 6th year was the year of the cat. I just keep hearing the cat. So somebody likes kitty cats. Somebody likes cats or has a cat. Oh, I love my kitty. Hers is, she tried to save my life. Again, she was just a baby. A little tiny baby. She went up against something huge. Very long fucking things that scratched my back. Oh, next time I come across those, I'll post them in my community tab. It was broad daylight as I was walking down the hall. Broad daylight. Like 10-something in the morning, right? I was walked out of my room, came out of my room, and then my cat went hauling ass past me. I was like, oh my God, did the cat just scratch me? She was way too little, and it was all the way up, and I was standing up, so there's no way, but it scared the fuck out of the cat. She went running. But it scratched me on my back. Didn't cut my clothes, but broke the skin a little bit. It was like barely caught me as I was walking around the corner. I cried very hard in the shower that day. It's marked. I keep hearing by the beast. Got no worries about that. I'm 55 years old. And the attempts on my life have been many. So many since I was born. Even before I came into this world. They were trying to take me out before I even came into this world. I was in my mom's stomach. A motorcycle gang came and shot up the whole entire house. I was born in 1969. And my mom sat in a chair and didn't move. She never got hit. I said, what the fuck, Mom? Anyway. And then I was born with asthma. So I couldn't breathe all the time, and I lived in oxygen tents in the hospital. That was fucking horrific. Not counting everything else. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. I have no idea what all of it really means. And why I went through things that I went through and seen things that I've seen. It's always been very out of this worldly, you know. I just always knew I was here for something. Always protected. So now, 55 years of hell, I'm free from the shackles of hell itself. Because here we are. Welcome to hell. Any questions? So you're beginning to know your purpose, and you're beginning to step into it. And few are called. No one's yet to answer the call. I have. We'll see who we pick up along our path. Oh shit. They're giving me the whole fucking Jesus thing. They're giving me the whole, showing me from watching that Chosen, first Jesus played with the children, and oh, dang, my neck just cracked. In that show, Jesus was playing with the children, teaching them, doing woodworking and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. And then he began to collect his disciples. He called them by name. That's important, isn't it? Because now they're bringing me to Mary Magdalene that had the demons. And there was something, I'm getting chills all over. And there was something in that show, in that series by Angel Studios. I highly suggest you watch it. I've never gotten past season 3. I haven't even finished season 3. I only can get to one part, and then I just love Jesus in that show. Sage is all I hear, an ascendant, a master. That's why they call him master. He was a master. Sent by the Father. Fuck. All right, so much is coming through. Anyway, so they're giving me that you know, and I just got some paths are meant to be traveled alone. Take the human out of it. You know you're never really alone. I don't know. And maybe that's just a message for me. And I'm cool with that. But I know I will have people working alongside me. We have a lot of work to do. We got paths to pave, ways to be shown, things to build, to uncover. So don't grieve the paths you've already done in the past, because here you are right now. Don't grieve the past. You learned from it. It was part of it. It was for a reason. What are you going to do with that information, that knowledge, and that wisdom? Meow, right? Meow. It's a kitty cat. Meow. Josie and the Pussycats. What are you going to do with it? Get excited for your next chosen path. A path you choose. No one's doing it to you. You're doing it to yourself. It's your choices. You pick a path. That path has its journey along its way, with the bumps in the road and everything. If you go this way, you get these things. If you go that way, you get those things. If you go forward, you get those things. You get whatever you choose. Make good choices. I love you guys. I'm going to go because this is probably not, it don't matter. I don't give a fuck. I love you guys. Peace. And I just know whatever comes out of my mouth, it's meant for somebody, whether I realize it, believe it, or I don't put anything to it. I just speak. Ciao. I love you guys. Namaste. Should be going back home soon. I've got things to do. Excited. But meanwhile, if you're in a pause, you think you're in a pause, or you're disconnected, or you're this or you're that, relish in the time that you have to yourself. Because there will be a time you wish you had that back.